My three guests at this time will take on the NECW Tag Team Champions, superstar Scotty Slade, the Sure Thing Mark Shurman, and their partner, the Monster Apocalypse.
There isn't a sure thing about Mark Shurman. We had them beat the first time, they hit Nick in the head with the belt. We get another shot at them, what do? They turn, run like cowards. They can't beat us.
You know what, Mike? You said it. And tonight, we got ourselves a six-man tag match. And we know that Shurman, Slade, you brought back Apocalypse straight from hell. But I'll tell you what, we got one thing, one big thing that gives us a giant advantage over you.
It is an honor for me to stand with these two men. Men who have honor, courage, and integrity. And I will vanquish the monster who calls himself Apocalypse. And gentlemen, you will have your retribution.
A six-man tag team war coming up next.
Welcome everyone to a giant edition of New England Championship Wrestling. Thank you for joining us this week. Sheldon Goldberg here, and there you see the Sure Thing Mark Shurman and superstar Scotty Slade.
That's all right. We're stars.
Making their way through a sea of children in Abington, Massachusetts. Six-man tag team action is on tap this week. The NECW Tag Team Champions, a controversial duo to say the least. The superstar Scotty Slade, you see him right there, and the Sure Thing Mark Shurman. These two individuals, having won the Tag Team Championship on February 1st by nefarious means, and hot on their trail, the challengers, which will be introduced momentarily. The tag team partner of Slade and Shurman, the man straight from hell, the Monster Apocalypse. And folks, that is not exactly a pretty sight. Usually toting that chain, Apocalypse. Not exactly playing with a full deck. The challengers getting set to make their way to the ring. This, folks, a highly anticipated matchup. Kids here, waiting for their heroes, Mikey Webb and Nick Farenheight. Talk about a picture being worth 1,000 words. You're seeing it right there. Webb and Farenheight greeting their fans. In Abington, and bouts for the Scouts. We're going to take a quick commercial break right here, and when we come back, we'll have the entrance of the Giant Pharaoh and the six-man tag team war presented without commercial interruption when New England Championship Wrestling continues after we tell you all about this. Giant Pharaoh. Look at these kids as they mob the big man, the Giant Pharaoh. The kids love the Pharaoh and the feeling is quite mutual. A trio right there. Webb, Farenheight, and the Giant Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Six-man tag team action about to get underway. Stepping right over that top rope. Referee Barbara Mahoney trying to get some semblance of order here as we get set for our ring introduction.
You wish you had this.
They're down right
Where's your
there.
face? I'm a handsome
A little
guy.
trash talk.
Look how jacked I am. I'm more jacked than you'll ever be. What? I don't think so. I'm the most jackedest guy in the
Time
world.
for trash talk is over. Let's go to
Yeah.
Chris Norman with the official introduction.
The following is a six-man tag team match.
Get these right here. These are pretty awesome.
60-minute time limit. Your referee is Barbara Mahoney. Introducing first at a total combined weight of 394 pounds, they are the current NECW Tag Team Champions, the Shurman, and Superstar Scotty.
Chorus of booze for the NECW Tag Team Champions.
And their tag team partner from parts unknown, weight unknown, Apocalypse.
Straight from hell, the Monster Apocalypse returns to NECW.
And their opponents, first at a total combined weight of 355 pounds, the team of Nick Farenheight and Mikey Webb.
Cheers for the challengers.
You don't cheer on. You cheer us. What? You don't cheer on. You cheer us. We're the stars.
And their tag team partner this evening from Alexandria, Egypt, weighing in 315 pounds, standing 7 feet tall, the Giant Pharaoh.
A great ovation for the Giant Pharaoh. We got some pre-match comments from the NECW Tag Team Champions and their partner Apocalypse. Let's take you to them and Al Basler right now.
You know, it's a good day. I got my belt. I got the Shure thing, Mark Shurman. And I got the man himself. The guy straight from hell, but as cool as the other side of the pillow.
That's right.
My boy Apocalypse.
Absolutely.
And as an added bonus, Al, tonight we get to take out those dummies. Nick Farenheight, Mikey Webb, and that 7-foot monster, Giant Pharaoh.
First off, I just want to say, I like that skull. I didn't know they made Mikey Webb dolls. At least, no. I'm just kidding.
But Shurman,
What?
regardless, after tonight, after we pound those little nerds, well, at least Apocalypse is gonna pound some nerds.
I'll pound a couple.
We're gonna go out for some drinks with the original Martini Genie,
Yes!
the man of the hour, the Tower of Power. He's way too sweet to be sour.
Yes! Can I buy him a shot?
Whatever you want to do, buddy.
You do
Because we only do it one way.
And we do it live! Let's
That's
do
right,
it!
baby.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes, Apocalypse! Let's go! Come on!
Apocalypse.
Sorry.
And Apocalypse, not much on conversation as the fans in Abington shout, Shurman stinks. Webb and Slade kicking this off here. Oh man, Slade with a shot in the face. Might have gotten Webb right in the eye. Webb off the ropes now. Slade tries for the hip toss. But look at this, fist and fire. Mikey Webb going to town and sending Scotty Slade to the canvas. Big body slam by Webb. kick right on the money. My goodness, right in the face, a powerful drop kick by Webb. Slade to the corner here, big back body drop. Big shot right there by Mike Webb as he tags in Nick Farenheight. Once again, no titles on the line in this matchup. Double elbow right to the heart of Scotty Slade. Covered by Farenheight, and a 2 count only.
Here we go, baby. Let's go.
Okay, I've been waiting for this matchup like nobody's business. Slade sent to the corner right here as Farenheight charges in. Slade ducks under. Oh, Farenheight standing right up. Handstand drop kick. Hits the mark, and a cover right here only gets him 1. Farenheight. Farenheight fell for the oldest trick in the book right there. And Slade pulled him right into that middle turnbuckle. Shurman tagged in. Tripped out by Farenheight. Hip toss. And another. Nick Farenheight throwing the short thing around like a rag doll. Knee to the midsection by Shurman. Cuts off the momentum of Nick Farenheight. And a clubbing blow to the back. Farenheight off the rope. Shurman with a big drop kick. Right in the chest. Shurman taking a dance break. And right behind him is the big man. Showboat time is about to be over. And as they would say in the Shurman household, oi. Oi. Shurman heads for the tall timber, and Slade wants no part of it. Slade talking to the fans on the outside. Oh no. Scotty Slade drops down to the outside, leaving the dirty work for Mark Shurman.
You're getting in there.
That's right, you're getting in there. Slade from behind now. And the Pharaoh. Talking about bringing a knife to a gunfight. That's a perfect example right there. Slade cornered right here as he tries to get by the Pharaoh. Slade slips by. Oh, that chop was nothing. That's like a mosquito on a horse. Slade goes for the ride. And that's a hip toss to end all hip tosses. Big chop by the Pharaoh on Scotty Slade. Shades a giant baba right there. Slade took that buckle hard, went right down to his face. Goodness. The Pharaoh firing away right here. You don't want to be on the other end of those. I can assure you. The Pharaoh has Slade up on his shoulder. Farenheight tagged in. Slade dropped like a sack of potatoes. And a senton drop. A rolling senton by Farenheight. Good for a 2 count. Folks, the New England Championship Wrestling coming your way live 2 times in June. Saturday night, June 8th in Beverly. Friday night, June 14th in Randolph. More details later on in this broadcast and apocalypse. Gloves the head of Nick Farenheight. Neckbreaker by Slade. And for the first time in the match, Apocalypse, a man straight from hell, tags in. Apocalypse. Suplex into a bridge. Look at Apocalypse. Apocalypse right here gets a 2 count for his trouble. A wrestling move from the man straight from hell. A big headbutt. Farenheight went down like a shot. Up the ropes goes Farenheight. Runs right into the boot of the Monster Apocalypse. Apocalypse now. Oh my goodness. There's a cover right here. This could do it, but Farenheight manages to roll out. Apocalypse tries to raise the ire of the giant Pharaoh, who comes in. The distraction caused by Apocalypse. As referee Barbara Mahoney tries to keep the giant out of the ring, and doing a good job of it. But it's triple team time on Nick Farenheight. And the champions are in control. Shurman whipped to the buckle right here, and Farenheight eats a boot. Farenheight taking a great deal of punishment here as Shurman with a big flying shoulder tackle. Goes for the cover, has the leg hooked, and only gets 2. And Scotty sucks going up in this crowd here in Abington, Massachusetts. And Farenheight once again goes crashing down to the canvas. A big elbow by Scotty Slade, and a cover right here, only 2. You got to give the champions credit. They are a team to be reckoned with. And Slade, I believe, has that tape choking blatantly Nick Farenheight, but the referee doesn't see it. Fans chanting, "Let's go, Nick!" Farenheight back up to his feet, trying to elbow his way out. 4 tries does the trick. Slade has the boot, but oh, an enziguri by Nick Farenheight. Farenheight now trying to get to his corner, but cut off by Slade. Clothesline out of nowhere by Scotty Slade. And now, back in the wrong part of town is Nick Farenheight. Apocalypse with a shot to the ribcage of Nick Farenheight. Apocalypse with Farenheight. Whip to the corner, and here comes the freight train. Oh my goodness. Apocalypse saying it's all over and taunting the giant Pharaoh. Oh, big chop right across the chest. Sounded like a gunshot. And a sidewalk slam into a cover. Only 2. Apocalypse. Power man of this trio. Holding Farenheight open as Slade drills Farenheight right in the ribcage. Takes the wind out of him. Farenheight still trying to get to his corner, and once again Slade drills Farenheight right into the canvas. Showboat time for Mark Shurman on the outside. And listen to these fans in Abington. A phenomenal crowd here in Abington, Massachusetts. Slade on the middle rope. Slade trying to set himself, and Farenheight gets out of the way. Scotty Slade getting a tushy full of canvas. And Nick Farenheight has an opportunity to recover. Farenheight trying to get himself together. Slade trying to do the same. Slade closer to his corner. and Slade makes the tag. Here comes Shurman, and Shurman cuts off Farenheight. Shurman takes a shot at Webb, but Webb fires back, and Farenheight, through the legs of Shurman, makes the tag to the giant Pharaoh. Slade and Shurman getting bounced around by the giant Pharaoh, and here comes the big man. Apocalypse from behind on the giant Pharaoh. Stuns the big man. Apocalypse now, trying to do some damage. Pharaoh reverses off the ropes and a big boot. Sends Apocalypse crashing to the outside. Slade and Shurman flailing away on the giant Pharaoh, but that's not going to do them any good. Webb and Farenheight taking care of Apocalypse on the outside, and the giant Pharaoh has a handful of Shurman and a handful of Slade. The Pharaoh getting set, has them up, and crashes them down. Double choke slam. Webb on the top rope, Farenheight on the top rope. Double splash. Pharaoh draping, Slade on top of Shurman. The boot for the cover, and the 3 count. Let's go to Chris Norman for the official word.
And your winners of the match, the team of Nick Farenheight, Mikey Webb, and the Giant Pharaoh.
The titles do not change hands, but victory is had for the challengers, Mike Webb and Nick Farenheight and their partner, that man right there, all 7 feet of him, the giant Pharaoh. And Apocalypse now back in the ring, staring down the giant Pharaoh. And what a collision this would be. These 2 men one-on-one. Challenge being made right here by the giant Pharaoh. Expression on the face of Apocalypse, stone cold right there. You can bet we're going to see this somewhere down the line. Referee trying to keep these 2 apart, telling them not to get into anything here. Slade and Shurman rolling out with their belts. Bet that Apocalypse and Pharaoh are on a collision course somewhere down the line. Once again, your winners, the team of Mike Webb, Nick Farenheight, and the giant Pharaoh. A great night and a great victory for that trio right there. Mike Webb, Nick Farenheight, and the giant Pharaoh, and we will have post-match comments from these 3 when New England Championship Wrestling returns after this. New England Championship Wrestling returns live Saturday night, June 8th. NECW debuts at the Cove Community Center, 19 East Corning Street, Beverly, Mass, with a 7 p.m. bell time. NECW Heavyweight Champion Antonio Thomas, Johnny Thunder, and more. Friday night, June 14th, NECW returns to Randolph at the Knights of Columbus, 25 T Drive, Randolph, Mass, with an 8 p.m. bell time. NECW Tag Team Champions Slade and Shurman, Slick Wagner Brown, Jeremy Prophet, and more. Tickets for these events are on sale now. Online at NECW.TV or call toll-free 1-800-838-3006. That's 1-800-838-3006. Don't miss your chance to see NECW live Saturday night, June 8th in Beverly, and Friday night, June 14th in Randolph.
Hello, wrestling fans. This is Paul Richard, the Extreme Enforcer and New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, telling you I watch New England Championship Wrestling every week on Plum TV, and you should too.
official printing company of New England Championship Wrestling is Color Copy Center Boston. We copy, we print, we bind, we laminate. And we offer free delivery in Metro Boston. See us at 31 St. James Avenue in the Park Square building. Call us at 617-391-0030 or visit us online at colorcopycenterboston.com. They make NECW look good, they'll make you look good too. Straight talk that hits the mark. NECW Shooting Range. The audio podcast with Sheldon Goldberg and Kevin Castro. Listen online at NECW.TV.
I'm joined at this time by Mikey Webb, Nick Farenheight, and the 7-foot giant Pharaoh. Gentlemen, a great night for you here in Abington.
There is joy in this land of Abington, Basil.
Scotty, Slade, Mark Shurman, you guys are a whole lot of talk. But Nick, myself, the giant Pharaoh, we're a whole lot of action. For you guys keeping score at home, that's 2 in a row now. And there's not a doubt in my mind that when Nick and I walk into that ring next time, we're walking out the Tag Team Champions.
You know what? Mikey said it best. And first thing off, I'd like to thank the giant Pharaoh for having our backs tonight. And I'd like to thank all the fans at NECW and all those fans in Abington tonight for supporting us all the way. And you know what? Shurman, Slade, your time is running out. And you got a little taste of what you're in for. And you know what? Next time we run into us, we're leaving with those belts.
Big win tonight for the giant Pharaoh, Mikey Webb, and Nick Farenheight.